Good evening and very warm welcome to all of you to this good night meditation session. So let us this 15-20 minutes forget all our worries and physical and mental tiredness, any kind of pain or sorrow, anything which we might have felt during the whole day, maybe workload, any kind of uh, that kind of discomfort. So let us just keep everything aside and experience our own truth. Let us experience our higher consciousness and let us rejuvenate that light, that power within us. So, to give an example to understand this better, we take the cell phone, right? Today, everyone has cell phone. Now, cell phone is I have probably different kind. Each and everyone has different kind of cell phone. Some has iPhone 8 or 10 or 12 or Samsung or all different kind of varieties. However, the similarity in them is the battery, right? So if there is no battery, the cell phone cannot function. So similarly, we all humans are different. We look different. We, the skin tones are different. The features are different, and heights and look and everything is different. Not two human beings are copy. But what is similar among us is that spiritual battery. Right? So the way cell phone, when we use the cell phone, the battery is not being seen. And exactly same way we spiritual batteries are invisible. This physical eyes cannot see that living light which is within this body. And we are that light, that invisible experiencer. So we have all of us have this experience that in the night we put our cell phone to the outlet to charge the battery. So in the morning it's 100% full and ready to go. So same thing happened with us, that our spiritual batteries also goes down. The power within the battery goes down. It was 100% and then the more we use it, it's going down and down. So physically we charge the cell phone with the outlet. So outlet is a powerhouse for the phone to charge the battery. For us, when our power goes down, we also have to connect to some powerhouse. And that powerhouse is also invisible, just like us. But the only difference is our power goes down, but the powerhouse is always full. It always maintains that 100% power. So whenever we spiritual light connect to that spiritual powerhouse, we will experience our own power, which is within each of us. So let's try and experience this coming 15 minutes to this power and connect with the spiritual powerhouse. and charge our battery. Okay, so same, just sit straight, back straight, feet on the ground, and inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale deeply and slowly. Again, inhale, exhale, and do this few times at your own pace. Inhale, exhale, and as you inhale, feel that energy is going within yourself. And with each exhalation, all the negativity and worries are going away. Feel the muscles are lighter. Each and every cell of this body is becoming lighter and lighter. And we are not going to pay any attention to the environment around us. Become aware but not distracted. 100% concentration in ourself. And we are going to focus on the middle of the forehead, between the eyebrows. Welcome to keep eyes open, which helps to concentrate better. But eyes closed are fine too, with whatever is comfortable to you. And see yourself as a very tiny point of light. In the middle of the forehead. The eyes of the mind is only looking at this spiritual light and experiencing self as being of consciousness, being of light. And now, through the eyes of intellect, the self is connecting to that spiritual powerhouse who is also invisible, who is also very tiny point of light. but has 100% power. Through the intellect, the self is connecting to this powerhouse. Hundred percent concentration on this tiny light who never loses power. And as the self is connecting to this spiritual powerhouse, experiencing its own power within, self is experiencing power to love each and every being of light on this earth, regardless of their outer look, regardless of their behavior, regardless of their ethnicity. The self is loving to all this spiritual light, who all are just like me, a being of light. The self is experiencing power to withdraw from any unwanted scenes, withdraw from waste thoughts, from negative feelings, and only experiencing the peace and love. There is no complaint, no fear, no sorrow. The self is experiencing power to accommodate any situations coming outside, any behaviors throughout the day. And this power to accommodate, giving me stability, regardless what's going on outside. The self is experiencing powerful. The self is connected to the spiritual powerhouse and experiencing its own power to discern and judge what is good and what is not good. And decisions and actions are based on those judgments. The self is full of all the powers and experiencing its own higher stage, higher consciousness. And that true peace and true happiness within. And self now know that each day one can connect to this spiritual powerhouse, a tiny point of light, to regain its own power, to revisit that experience of powerful. And every night, the self is recharging its own battery. Thank you. And you all have a very wonderful rest of the evening.